Hello my friend, Joseph Ponnu here, and I hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Communication skills. How important is that? In the corporate world, people make a lot of money talking about communication skills, teaching communication skills, and spending a lot of time on communication skills. But what about the need for communication skills in the business of network marketing, direct selling? So comes the question then, what exactly is communication? Is it language skills? Or is it the ability to communicate, to pass across the message that you want to, right? And I'd like to address this by giving you some real life examples that I had the privilege of coming across during my days in this wonderful industry. And actually I'm trying to locate them one by one so that, if possible, I'd like to have a video interview with each of these people and share those videos with you. I hope I'll get around to that. But in the meantime, let me share these stories with you. Long back, I was attending a conference, and I was pretty new in network marketing at that time. And, going around, I was actually, finding a guy who was very well dressed. How well dressed? Well, actually, I was in a suit, and he was in a normal trouser and a normal shirt. But when I went close to him, I realized that his shirt was definitely at least 5-6 times more expensive than the whole suit that I was wearing. So I knew there was something about that guy, something attracted me and stuff like that. And I went over and tried to say hello to him, but he would just smile and walk away. I was intrigued. I said, man, I want to get to know this guy better. Why is he avoiding me? Or, does he have a secret he doesn't want me to know? Or what? In the right sense, of course. And, I couldn't speak to him. And eventually I realized from the people around that he was one of the top earners in that company at that moment. That he was making over something like $30,000, a month and so on. Which was very grand for me at that time, which was almost 8-10 years back. And I was more and more intrigued, and I started thinking, how can I get to know him? Until somebody told me that his communication skills, or let me correct myself, his English speaking skills were very rudimentary. He used to be a courier boy, a FedEx boy, delivering packages from one place to the other on a motorbike. And that's all he needed to know. He had his own vernacular, and he did not know to speak English. So he was avoiding people around. And, he didn't want to speak to people if they didn't know his language. But then, what he knew was to go and spit out exactly what his company was showing him, telling him to his own circle of friends in his own language, or the broken kind of an English that he could manage. And guess what? He scaled up to being one of the top earners. Right? Now, there's another guy I came to know of long back. Unfortunately, I have not met him. And this guy was, what they call as an office boy or a peon kind of stuff in an office, making maybe $100-$150 a month kind of stuff. He threw caution to wind and followed somebody's advice to get into network marketing. And I was told that he is now in Sri Lanka, which is where he originally is from. And he owns 4 mega-sized conventional centers. Okay. And he still does network marketing, but he doesn't go and pitch to anybody his business. All he says is he tells a story. He shows them photographs of what he used to be, and he shows the photographs of what he is today, owning those large conventional centers, which brings him a lot of more money, but his passion is still with this network marketing industry. So he does this as well, you know. And I have a very close friend who hails from Nepal. And in his village, even as of today, as I speak, there is no electricity, my friend. There is no, bus transportation. Okay, forget about the luxury of having a luxury car and all that. There's no electricity. There's no public transportation. So imagine what is the kind of schools that he would have gone to and what he would have studied and stuff like that. And I would say that even today, his language skills when it comes to English is very, very limited. But guess what? When he came looking for greener pastures to a foreign land, he landed up a job where he was washing actually toilets in a petrol station. And guess what? He's a #1 earner in his present primary business, in the network marketing business. And he's so straightforward, when he talks a story, nobody can say that he's trying to impress you with a made-up story. It's absolutely true. People can relate to that, people respect that, and people accept him as a natural leader. He is committed to the business. He does not leave any stone unturned to go and work with his team to get the business to the next level, And is his communication excellent? It is. But his English, even today, is not good. And I will just share one more story, which I came to know very, very soon. And I'm trying to make contact with this person because I want to go meet him. Okay. He's apparently 27 years old, living somewhere in Orissa in India. And a few months back, he was on stage. He cried, and so did everybody else in the hall. And he came out of the story of his own personal life, where he said that, ladies and gentlemen, this shirt that I'm wearing today is my first ever shirt that I've worn in my whole life. And this is thanks to the network marketing industry. His whole family could not afford to put a cloth on their chest all through their lives. Many is the days when they had to go empty stomach. They didn't have enough to eat. Would they even bother to go and study, read, get educated, learn to communicate? But how did these people succeed? If communication is the essence of success, does that apply also in the network marketing industry? And if that is so, how did these people succeed? Give it a thought, my friend. Communication is about connecting with the other person and giving out the message that you want to give out. Now, whether it is verbal or through your body language, or you connect heart to heart, that is up to you. That is up to what you're trying to promote. Isn't that right? So I will leave you with this thought, that do not come up with an excuse if you do, whether it is your English speaking communication skills, or whether it is your ability to go and present in front of a crowd, or whether you shake even if you have to speak in front of one person. Guess what? Many people do that. Many well-known public speakers, orators, have expressed the truth that it was no different for them. If you look at Toastmasters, even the world greatest orators from Toastmasters, even they say that when they went up on stage the first time, the legs were shaking. So don't worry if you are not able to talk comfortably to the person in front of you. It doesn't matter. Keep trying, keep going. Give yourself a pat on the back every time you just speak to somebody and say, hey, I've got an opportunity. Would you like to, come and sit for it, while we're having a three-way call or a presentation this evening? no problems whether it goes successful or not. Your role is to go and try to bring people in for presentations when you're new. That's a good start, and your communication skills will definitely improve as you keep on going, presenting and presenting, and more importantly, finding success. The minute you find success, you will get a kind of confidence that will automatically enhance your speaking skills, your communication skills. Success speaks absolutely fantastic, and that's going to be even better than words. I wish you well, my friend. You have a great day.